Okay, this is a practice run of the inaugural speech. SVAR as an organization has been around for 92 years, and that is a long time in today's compressed timelines and overdue deadlines. So reflect on what it would take for any organization to have that sort of staying power. That's pretty amazing stuff. Along the way, SVAR has enjoyed mostly robust times, but like most any enduring organization, SVAR has hit some speed bumps along the way. Tonight, we celebrate. We celebrate because SVAR has powered through the recent tough patches and has planned and implemented a brighter and better path forward. This would not have been possible without the dedicated and cohesive support and vision of your board of directors, officers, CEO, and our incredible support staff. Having witnessed this firsthand, I can only applaud and be in awe of the hard work and tough choices that these efforts have borne. Our fiscal outlook now, I am happy to report, is stable. You know, SVAR is a special organization. Allow me to share what makes SVAR shine. We are more than anything, friends, family, neighbors, and colleagues. Yes, we are competitors, but for the most part, it's friendly competition. Our group is spread wide over a vast geographic footprint, but we are united and brought close by a little more rural frame of mind. Most of us are comfortable talking about tracts of timberland and townhouses, hunting dogs and HOA disclosure, USDA and USPAP, fishing spots and Fannie Mae. You get the picture. I want to share with you something that happened last year when my father was ill. My dad, at the ripe old age of 82, developed a very stubborn case of pneumonia, complicated by cardio issues, scoliosis, and just being plain stubborn. So I was going back and forth to North Carolina a lot, and I don't mind. Something is just what you have to do, the drop and run thing. When mom calls and says, come now, you just say, yes, ma'am, and go. And this went on for months. Tough times. He's better now. During this most difficult time, when I was stretched and pulled between my family here in the Tri-Cities, my business, SVAR affairs, and Dad's special needs, something special happened. I received a call from a colleague at another firm offering to help me in any way that I needed help. That included picking up the kids from school, taking pictures, meeting the inspector, scheduling the appraiser, or feeding my animals. You see, there was a blending of personal and business stuff. I didn't know that person well at the time, so that in itself is amazing. But here's a truly amazing part. That offering of help and assistance happened again and again. 5 times total. 5 different people, independently offering to jump in and help out one of their own. You guys are just an amazing group of friends, family, and neighbors, and for that, be proud. We stick together and we have each other's back. Don't change one thing. No inaugural speech would be complete without sharing the vision of the path ahead and the things to come. In our case, it's the awesome things to come. Before we go there, please know that every incoming president back to 1919 has faced a similar basic philosophical dilemma. Should I cruise through the year, keep things basically status quo, and just hope something major doesn't mess up? Or should I turn the tables completely over, kick up some dust, and unleash 100 angry bees into 100 unsuspecting britches? Tough choices, right? Past presidents? Agree? So here it is. We are upping our game on communication. We know that all of us like to communicate on different levels at different times for different reasons. They say that texting now has passed in popularity email. If you don't believe me, get any middle schooler to explain it. Phone calls were eclipsed by email years back. And does anyone still use the post office to write a letter? There are a few, and a few of us still have home phones, you know, the ones with the wires hanging out of the back. But Facebook Messenger now is gaining ground, and there are new things coming out all the time. So the association is doing a better job of covering the communication methods that you like to use, new or old. While we cover the new and emerging things, we will not forget how to dial the phone and put a friendly voice in direct contact with our members. We want to make sure our members hear about important events and issues, be it our fantastic print magazine, a call, a Facebook posting, or a text message, or whatever comes out next week. Events and signature events, up a notch. Our collective goal is to have a well-attended, organized, productive, and fun events that you, our members, will enjoy and reap benefits. The fun factor is written into the plan, so the beatings will continue until morale improves. Okay, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. Budget. Yuck, right? Well, get ready to put a smile on your face because we now have a balanced budget and no red ink in 2016. Let's talk about education. We have an ambitious but completely doable plan for our educational endeavors. 2016 was a big year for retooling our classroom facilities and our AV capability, but we pulled it off and we did it for about half of the budget. We now have a very functional setup for dedicated computers and equipment. We have a big bright projector in the large meeting room complete with crisp audio, a mounted webcam, remote mic in the ceiling, and fast broadband. We can remote in an instructor from miles away from another location, and that teacher can see and hear our students, and at the same time our students can see and hear the instructor. These upgraded assets will be leveraged as we onboard new classes. Some will be CE and some non-CE. We are partnering with other organizations to share their teachers and courses. We want our members to have the opportunity to take all their CE classes right here at our offices, and we want to do the classes so well that they want to do them here. That is where we are going with education, and the Education Committee has worked like rented mules to get it this far. SVAR is now more politically and actively engaged than ever before. We are talking on all levels. We do advocacy well here at Southside. On a national level, our own Max Strickland is with the FPC group, frequently meeting formally and informally with our members of Congress. On the state level, the Honorable and SVAR member, Riley Ingram, is serving as delegate to the Virginia General Assembly. I am honored to serve on the Public Policy Committee at VAR for the second year. On the local level, members of the LAC Committee have attended many county and city meetings to show a presence for SVAR and to forge relationships with local politicians. We have plans to attend even more meetings in the months ahead to tune up the Realtor presence. The LAC Committee hosted candidate interviews this year for Colonial Heights, Petersburg, and Hopewell. Marianne White is with Prince George County, and Bobby Perkins has a special relationship of Dinwiddie. Others on our rolls that serve within local governments are blah, 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 blah. In the 50s, following World War II, an idea started to take shape in Washington. That idea was to form an all-volunteer, peaceful army of young Americans to help world citizens establish and improve social and economic development, to offer technical assistance in areas of agriculture, healthcare, environment, and technology. The volunteers would work outside the protected boundaries of the motherland and sometimes under harsh conditions. These ideas and ideals took a while to take shape and get traction, but a young President Kennedy was able to lean into the program and push it through to fruition. The program was broadcast on television in March of 1961, soon after President Kennedy took the oath of office, and enacted into law in September 1961. This program became known as the Peace Corps. As of 2015, nearly 250,000 Americans have served in the Peace Corps in well over 100 countries. Millions of lives have been touched and benefited as a result. Arguably, the lives that have been touched and benefit the most have been the Peace Corps volunteers. SVAR has borrowed some of the high ideals from this great American endeavor. We are forming a core group of volunteers to be part of the Southside Virginia Association of Realtors Volunteer Corps, V Corps for short. All of us have unique qualities and gifts. Can you chip in a little time here and there for some of these little fun tasks and small projects? Answer the phone, take down names and numbers, sell a ticket to an event. How about organizing a party or serve a drink? Can you flip a hamburger or smoke a Boston butt? How about setting up chairs and setting the table? Can you post something on Facebook, spread the word, invite a friend? How about decorating a room? Can you teach a class or just share an experience? Write a magazine article. Send a picture to Victoria. How about meeting with a candidate or talk to the school board? Pick up the ice and drive the beer cart? Design a flyer? Teach someone to use their smartphone? Or share an MLS shortcut? There are thousands of things we can do, and if we share just a small percentages of what we know and what we can do with others in the association, all the members of the association will be better. Unlike the Peace Corps, we are not asking for a 2-year chunk out of your life. We are looking for those that can spare a half an hour here, an hour sometimes next month, and a few hours later in the year. Just small but meaningful engagements of time and investment to benefit the whole organization. And like the real Peace Corps, yourself. We will contact our V Corps on an as-needed basis, and you can say yes or no to any request. No strings, no pressure, no worries. Oh, here's another great thing about V Corps. It's not just open to SVAR members. We welcome affiliates, sponsors, even people that are outside the SVAR organization. Anyone can join V Corps. I know you want to sign up, so okay, let's have a little fun. Everyone, take out your phones. Let's all sign up for V Corps. This is going to be so easy. All right, on the screen is a phone number. All you have to do is text the words V Corps to 804-895-2141. That's it. All right? You hear that? The ringtone, the alert of the incoming message, right? Okay, that's right, but it's more than that. That's the sound of the thundering herd of SVAR coming together for one common good. Thank you, everyone. Now let's all have an awesome year.